Hello everybody, welcome to the show. I am your host for the evening, Race Day 2011, aka now also known as Robbie Newton Visuals. Today we're doing a diecast review on Lucas Wolfe's 2024 Old Milwaukee America's Beer 410 Sprint Car. I have purchased this from my good friends at Spoiler Diecast. This was before I knew that this car would be out at Port Royal, so of course I ordered from them. They were great to do business with, and I highly recommend you also purchase your sprint cars through them. Also Founders Racing Collectibles and Jack's Racing Collectibles. Very good stores. Regardless, today we got a diecast review for you guys. Now, as the year winds down, we hope to produce more videos for you guys. In fact, I got a whole shopping bag full of stuff we got to do during the fall and winter months. I just haven't gotten to do it yet because I have been literally driving myself insane going to all these car races. In fact, I was just at Port Royal last night for the night before the Tusky 50, and it was a great race. And I am very happy to see this diecast right in front of me. And if you're at a sprint car race, especially a high limiter Pennsylvania sprint car race, definitely pick one of these up. The packaging's a little different this year. The car comes whole this year instead of 3 separate pieces. So you got Lucas Wolfe, Old Milwaukee America's Beer, 30 cans, 12 fluid ounces. Believe me, that is a lot of beer for the Beer Hill gang. Shout out to the Beer Hill gang over in Williams Grove Speedway. They produce some tremendous content for the sprint car community. There's the back of the packaging there. Get all the good stuff there. And now let's take this sucker out. Lucas Wolfe has always produced some of the best liveries, whether it was the past blue livery car or the old Milwaukee car. He never fails to disappoint. And I met Lucas Wolfe a couple times, and he's such a nice guy. Any of the PA sprint car guys are very good people. You know, here is the car itself. Definitely not used to the old Milwaukee colors. I am most definitely used to the past blue ribbon car. I noticed right off the bat that this car in person has more dull red colors than what should really be that appears on camera. And believe me, I know, I saw this car last night. This car was a little bit more vibrant red last night. At least to my understanding it was, at least anyways. But overall, very nice. I mean, ACME produces some of the finest detailed sprint car diecasts you can find out there on the market. This car is produced in 1/50th scale. It is also, I believe, available in 1/18. ACME does some fine details on everything, including from the seatbelts to the driver's cockpit to the roll cage. I think you can make this a wingless sprint car. I'm pretty sure about that. Or maybe the fact that this year it might be actually I think it is molded on this year. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. But then again, I also kind of like the fact you could take it apart, and I'll let Joe do that. I don't want to mess up this car, so I just want to keep it the way it is. I am not going to rip it apart. It will be the way it is for now. In fact, this might be a new mold because it says 2023 on the bottom. On the floor here. I do think that ACME really nailed it out of the park with this. This is absolutely fantastic. I cannot find any flaws, including even wrapping around the edges here, where there's nothing wrong with it. It is pristine, picture perfect. I also really do like the fact that it says 30 cans here. I mean, that's a lot of beer for the Beer Hill gang. I wonder if they do go 30 cans in one sitting. They probably do. They're great people, by the way. Yeah. I personally recommend it. As holding it in my hand as is, this car feels not too terribly light in weight. I mean, there are some diecast components. I know the wing is plastic. The front wing's plastic, and the tires are synthetic rubber. But this part back here, the fuel tank, is all die-cast metal. This is all die-cast metal. And I believe these parts are all die-cast. This part's plastic here. This rear end here is plastic. And some roll cage parts are plastic. But most of this car is indeed die-cast metal. Very good job by Acme on their part. I did pay $15, I believe, on spoiler diecast. I can't remember. They're $20 at the track, but I think it was less from spoiler diecast. I really can't remember how much I paid for this. So that's on you to determine. If you go to spoiler diecast, you can go use my friend Brian's promo code. Brian, I am gonna rely on you to put that in the chat for all of us, because you changed it on us. I used to be OBBYT, and I used that for a number of months, but now it no longer works. So screw you, you little bastard. Just kidding. Anyways, love this car. I love it says America's Beer on the, where it's supposed to be the driver's name. That's where it's supposed to be Lucas Wolfe's name, but that's for sponsorship purposes now. It's got an Old Milwaukee can on the top wing here. And I'll have to ask my buddy Rob how Old Milwaukee Beer is. I just never had it in my life. But, you know, this is a very cool looking diecast, guys. I highly recommend it. Spoiler Diecast is now selling sprint cars. Well, they have been, but now they're selling the new sprint cars. And I highly recommend you purchase from them because they're wonderful people. And listen, we're going to have more of these. More of these are to come. But I can't produce them right now because of the sole fact that I'm still traveling like a madman. So when it's all over, you'll see a lot more of me. But until then, please take care of yourself, love yourself, because we want to see you next time here on the Diecast Review Show.